Stockton here with WinB Cards, and today we're going to look at one of ones. And I see this question a lot on Reddit. Everybody, they pull a one of one, and instantly they go, well, how much is this worth? How do I value this thing? A lot of people are getting these cards to try to resell them, make some money back. But how do you do that with one of ones? There is no comp. It is a one of one. So I'm looking at my Latu Rising Rookies single patch Phoenix one of one. I pulled this out of a hobby box. It is a beautiful card. I love this card. And right away, there's a couple issues with the Latu, and one is he is a defensive player. Obviously, those are not as valuable as offensive players, and they're far, far cry from quarterbacks. Now, he is a rookie. That is a beautiful thing. It is an RPA. That is very, very good. But how do you value this thing? It is very difficult, especially with a player like Latu, whose cards are not super valuable, but this is a one of one RPA of Latu. So the easiest thing to do is go to Phoenix products, and when in Phoenix, there's several RPAs. There's the single Rookie Risings. They actually have a dual patch Rookie Risings, the dual patch on the left. They have a Silhouettes RPA. That's a very, very big square. And they also have what's called Rookie Phenoms. It is a single patch on the left. And I believe Rookie Phenoms may be the lower end of the RPAs out of Phoenix. But we kind of have to establish like what kind of order these patches, these RPAs are considered. Now, with Latu, the easiest thing to do is just see, let's find out if he has any other one of one sold in Phoenix product. And sure enough, I come across his dual Rookie Rising Rookies patch RPA. The one of one has sold. It sold on June 10th for $154.50. It was an auction bid. Off-season auction bid for a defensive rookie like Latu. I don't know if that was the way I would have gone. I feel like you probably don't generate enough interest for an auction to get a bidding war going. That may be a little bit low. So that right away feels low to me. Not that it's unfair. It just feels a little bit low for his dual patch Rising Rookie one of one. So I want to see if there's any other comps, and I find this guy. This is Mr. Nate Wiggins. So his Rookie Rising Rookies single patch sold June 10th for $210. That sounds a little bit more in the ballpark for mine here. That sounds a little bit better to me than the dual patch. But I still don't know. Is the dual patch considered more valuable, more rare than this one? Is the single patch above or below a tier of the dual patch Rising Rookies? Dual patch, you'd think, maybe higher than the single patch. But Nate Wiggins being 210, that sounds good to me. And I would say Latu, they're both first-round picks, but Latu higher pick. And Latu was a 2024 all-rookie defensive team. Nate Wiggins was not. I would put Latu a smidge higher than Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins on a more popular team, but I do believe Latu probably a better career to this point, and I do think he has a little bit more value in the market. But what I need to do is search until I find some comps between the dual patch Rising Rookies and the single patch Rising Rookies, and I come across this, Mr. Ricky Pearsall. I see on June 9th, Ricky had a dual or a single patch Rising Rookies out of 49 that sold for $70. That is, okay, that's a point. Now, I'm not saying Latu and Ricky should be in the same ballpark money-wise. One's offensive, the other's defensive. It is a completely different game. But if we take this 49 of Pearsall and compare it to the Rising Rookies dual patch 49 of Pearsall, we see that one is $37. And if you do your homework on down, player after player, you will see that the dual patch Rising Rookies cards are less than the Rising Rookies single patch like Mr. Latu here. You will find that this is actually a more rare card. Those ones are a little bit more in the market. This one, a little bit more rare, the single shield Rising Rookies patch. So Pearsall's single patch sold for almost double his dual patch. Now, I won't say that converts exactly to Latu. His dual patch, one of one, sold at auction for $154.50. Honestly, I think if that's a buy it now and not an auction in the offseason where it probably didn't generate the interest it should have, you're probably looking around $175, but I would never claim this is worth $350. Not right off the rip. Not $350 seems a little bit high. But taking Nate Wiggins, his sold for $210. Taking the fact that we're seeing across the board that the dual rising rookies are going for about half of what the single rising rookies go for, I will make a determination that this card is probably landing in somewhere in the $250 to $300 range. I put him a little bit above Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins went for $210, and his dual patch went for $154, which I think should have been closer to $175 if it wasn't an auction. And just kind of using the comps that you see with similar dual patch to single patch, you're looking almost 2x. 2x for this thing, we put it at about $350. That seems a little high, but $250 to $300, that's where it probably lands. So that's what I would take for this card. Now, right now in the store, this one's not up. I'm going to keep on to this one. I love one of ones. It is a beautiful card. I'm hoping that he has another stellar season and really cements himself as a popular player in the NFL. But eventually this will go like everything else goes. But that's how I would price this thing. It puts it in the $250 to $300. It's hard to nail down an exact number on one of ones, but if you can get a range like that, I think you're doing pretty well. And that's how I determined what to value this one of one at. If you like these videos, by all means, subscribe, leave any comments below. And in the description, I will put a link or a way to find my eBay store where you can find many, many cards. And I will be putting videos up regularly of the cards in my store. Till next time.